We get to do a lot of exciting things here at the Pro Tour, and none more than when we unveil all the goodies. I'm in the company of Hélène Bergeau, the Director of Global Organised Play for Wizards of the Coast. Hélène, as always, thanks for giving us your time here on the show and for talking directly to the millions of fans around the world. Great to have you with us.
Oh, thank you, Rich.
So, away we go then. We've seen in the last 7 days or so lots of announcements about all sorts of things. What's going on in the world of organised play right now?
Well, actually, Magic has been growing everywhere in the world, and it has been translating into increasing attendance at all levels of play over the past years. And so we have been constantly looking at ways to make sure that we would adjust that growth while improving the experience for players. So as an example, this year we have added a Pro Tour. This is why we are here in Portland for the PTM 15. But just like since the trend was continuing going in the same direction, we have been looking at all the different options at our disposal to make sure that we would just offer more and more opportunities for players to get involved. So earlier this week, we announced the new path to the Pro Tour, and you can find all the details on the website. We also announced some tweaks to the Pro Club. And what we are going to talk about here today, and I'm very, very excited to be sharing the news with you, it's our 2015 schedule.
Can't wait. So let's start with the big news. Let's start with the Pro Tours. So we go into 2015. What is our first Pro Tour destination, please, in 2015? There it is, Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia, the nation's capital here in the United States. It'll be in February the 6th to the 8th. We probably won't be calling it February Pro Tour by the time it rolls around, but we're not unveiling set names just now. Hélène, why take us to the nation's capital? Well,
the Pro Tour is a big deal. We want to go where it matters, and just being in D.C. is a very strong message for us. D.C. is an amazing city. Also, I hope that lots of players will enjoy their time there. So it's a very good way for us to start the year strong.
All right, so that is February. So that's number one, Washington, D.C. Where do we go next, please? In April, we will take you to Brussels in Belgium, one of the most beautiful cities in Europe. Brussels is completely gorgeous. Belgium's a pretty great country too. Of course, you're French, but you know Belgium very well. You've been to lots of GPs there.
Well,
why Brussels?
I also been living in Belgium for about 8 years. But it's not the reason why we are going to Brussels, obviously. No, it's just Belgium is at the heart of Europe. Just it's a good experience for the players in terms of travel, discovering food options, and as you were saying, it's a city full of history. We have a very, very nice venue that I'm very happy with. So I'm sure that, again, players are going to have a good time.
All right, so we've been to Washington in North America. We've been to Europe with Brussels. Let's see where we go next on our Pro Tour 2015 schedule. It's in August, and we go to Vancouver. So we go up to Canada to the probably not frozen north on August the 1st to the 3rd. It'll be gorgeous. Vancouver's a fantastic city. Actually hosted Winter Olympics, of course, but not snow, height of summer. That's going to be fantastic.
Oh yeah, Vancouver is just it's a player's favorite because it's Pacific Northwest in general. I'm not saying that because I live here, but close. And in the summer, that's a lovely destination for all of us. So yeah.
All right. So after Vancouver, we're now going to our 4th Pro Tour of the season. It's in October, and we go to Milwaukee in Wisconsin, North America once again, and presumably all the deck builders there. Those will be the Milwaukee Brewers getting ready to apply their trade. Now, I do want to ask you. It says on the right there, looking at the formats. Booster draft we've become used to, and those, of course, will all be different each time, based on the set, but standard all the way. So what's the thinking there?
Well, it's not very surprising considering that standard is the most popular format, and for very, very good reasons. It's the most accessible format for all, and for us it's a good way of showcasing both players who are good at deck building and just playing the different formats. So.
All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's great to have 4 again. Let's not forget, as Hélène says, this was the new one, the 4th Pro Tour. We keep that next year, but I feel like I'm missing something. Let's go back and see what comes next. We are in Barcelona, Spain, one of the most popular destinations amongst pro players and indeed tourists and just pretty much everyone who has eyeballs, because Barcelona is a fantastic city. The 4th to the 6th, it's a mixed format, of course it is. It's the World Magic Cup. All right, so that's our 72 countries coming together, Elaine, all together in Spain. And then still feel we're missing something. So let's take one more look at our slide and see what we've got for you. It's the World Championship itself the following weekend, same city, same venues, mixed formats again. The top 24 players in the world come together. That's what they're playing for this weekend. But that now is, well, 16 months away, at the end of the 2015 Pro Tour schedule. So there we have it, Washington, DC, then we go to Brussels in Belgium, Vancouver in the height of summer, Milwaukee is your fall Pro Tour in Wisconsin, that'll be beautiful, and then a week, a 10-day festival of magic surrounding the fabulous Spanish city of Barcelona. Now the thing is, everyone can come visit us at the Pro Tour.
Absolutely.
But not everyone gets to play at the Pro Tour. But that's not true of our next level of organised play, which is Grand Prix. So a lot of people are going, I've got my calendar ready, diary open, on the tablet, where do I get to go? We have 4 seasons. Let's show you season 1. All right, so Ellen, we've obviously got 11 GPs there. What stands out to you there? I guess the fact that Manila, that looks interesting.
Yes, I'm so excited to bring back the GP in Manila. I know that the player community is very, very enthusiastic. They were pretty much looking forward to the opportunity to play a GP, and we are bringing that opportunity to them. And that's one of the things which is possible, you know, with the increased number of Grand Prix, because we are going from 46 to 54 next year. So this is really to bring that experience to more and more players by just like increasing the accessibility. So just like, you know, that's the type of thing that is exciting here.
And of course, as far as coverage is concerned, you'll see double weekends in the likes of Baltimore and Milan. Then you see Seville, I'm looking forward to on Valentine's weekend. That's a fabulous city too. Why don't we move along to season 2 and see what we've got on offer? Yeah, now let me see. March the 7th and 8th, you've got Miami and Liverpool, so party in the city where the heat is on, or night on the beach till the break of dawn. I'm going to Liverpool.
Of course you should.
Absolutely, that seems perfectly reasonable. Miami and Liverpool, it is on the 7th and 8th of March, and then you see some, again, fantastic cities there. And Hélène, as Europeans, we should, I'm not sure a lot of people around the world know just how amazing Florence is as a city.
And especially at that period of the year, just in May, that's a very good destination.
And it's team limited in Florence. The European team limited Grand Prix will be in Florence. It's always a highlight of every year. Let's move on to season 3 and see what we've got to show you. Wow, there's a lot of information there to take in. And I guess, right, so we have a North American city on the 30th of May, a European city on the 30th of May, a Japanese city on the 30th of May, but we don't know what cities yet. What's happening there?
Well, we are trying something different.
Okay.
You know, that's part of the expanding the Grand Prix circuit. And we want to make sure that it's on everybody's radar so that you can start locking up, you know, this weekend, know that something is happening. We are going to give more details before the end of the year.
Sure, okay, so the first thing is just whatever continent you're on, put May 30th, 31st in your diaries because somewhere on your continent there is going to be something pretty awesome. Either in Japan, somewhere in Europe, somewhere in North America. All 3 are limited, so we'll see what happens there. But tons of great things. Nice to see Buenos Aires on the schedule again at the back end of June. And, unless I'm sadly mistaken, that is a 2nd Grand Prix for Great Britain.
I'm glad you noticed.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
I'm glad you noticed. Well, it's just like, thank you, the community. You know, just like, we have seen so much just energy in just like in the UK as far as Magic is concerned. I think it was really time to have 2 Grand Prix in this country.
Well, it is a very nice reward. It's a fantastic and hard-working community, and we thank you all. Well done. That's your reward, a 2nd Grand Prix in the United Kingdom. So that's brilliant. And that takes us to season 4. Let's take a look at that, and you can start marking your card. We're now over a year away to plan for going to the likes of Prague or Santiago again. That's brilliant news. Sydney down there, you see. We get to Quebec City, Beijing, super exotic locations. I must say, Hélène, though, that somewhere I've been a lot, but I will never tire of going to, November 7th and 8th, Seattle, Tacoma. It's the Legacy Grand Prix. That's going to be a really exciting back end of the 2015 year.
I'm also excited about bringing a second Grand Prix in Brazil, because that's also a part of the world where we have seen lots of enthusiasm around playing Magic. So,
Right.
Yeah,
So a modern Grand Prix in Porto Alegre, that'll be fantastic. So there you have it. 4 seasons of Grand Prix, fully announced. Just don't know those cities for the back end of May, but mark your card for that. And then the Pro Tours, Washington, D.C., Brussels, Vancouver, Milwaukee, and then 10 days of Magic Heaven in Barcelona to close out the year. Now, we've had a chance to chat together with Helene, but I imagine you've got some questions, and conveniently enough, we have a Nate Price on hand to help you with those. So, Helene, you're going to go from here pretty much straight away, a couple of minutes away, on to Cover It Live and chat with all the people who have questions about organised play, about how they get to these events and what they want to do. So we'll look forward to seeing you there. But for now, that is the announcement of the 2015 Magic the Gathering Organised Play Premier Schedule.